The fighting game series Super Smash Bros. Was a smash hit, and it led to the growth of the competitive scene in the game series. I'm Alexander Coe, and I'll be discussing the competitive scene of Super Smash Bros., which is commonly shortened to Smash. Why I believe this is relevant is because esports as a whole are becoming more relevant. Therefore, some people should have a better knowledge of what esports are like in order to be able to accept all this new information that will be coming in the future. I'm a credible source because I've followed competitive Smash since 2014. In this presentation, I will cover the history of Smash, the onset of the competitive scene, and the current state of the competitive scene. Let me first begin with a brief history of the series. Smash 64, which is the first game of the series, released in 1999, was meant to be a 4-player game that used a control stick on the Nintendo 64 while simultaneously offering a unique take on the 2D fighting game genre, Shia 2019. And a very unique take that was, as it incorporated the game incorporates recognizable characters for a home console release, Shia 2019. And in addition, it was also the first platform fighter, which was wildly different from a lot of different fighting games at the time, such as Street Fighter or Tekken. The platform fighter grew to be so popular that there would be a lot of clones. The series has also been very successful for the game's publisher, Nintendo. The most recent game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, made an impact right away with huge sales and a positive critical reception, GARS 2019. And also, as of September 2021, it sold about 25.71 million copies. The game was originally meant to be a party game, but people started playing it very competitively, which AKA also means playing for money, playing in tournaments, and just basically playing as a profession. So a lot of things like that. The competitive scene didn't really start until the second game, Super Smash Bros. Melee, released. And this was because Super Smash Bros. Melee was sharper than the N64 title, referring to Smash 64, with tight controls and lightning-fast gameplay. And these differences in speed and gameplay made Melee a very, very hard game to play, and therefore a lot more satisfying to watch, which granted it its status as one of the big competitive games. Like I said, it didn't become popular really, however, until 2003 with the beginning of the golden age of Melee, which is named so because the game had higher exposure due to Melee's inclusion at EVO, which is Melee's inclusion at EVO, the largest tournament series in the world for fighting games, Blair 2019. During this time, the dominant player was a player named Ken, as you can see right at the bottom of the screen. The era of the 5 gods was next, when the 5 gods, the Smash players considered the most skilled by the community, had their breakout tournaments, GARS 2019. These 5 gods are from left to right: Pango, Armada, U2 King, PPMD, and Hungrybox. These 5 are still very influential figures, in the community. However, that time has long since passed, and the current scene of competitive Smash has changed a lot, both in which games are popular and who's on top. Since Melee, 4 more games have been released, including Brawl, 3DS, Wii U, and the most recent, Ultimate, which released in 2018 and is the current focus of the competitive scene. Ultimate is aimed more at casual players due to its slower gameplay, but it's still very popular in the competitive scene, with Melee players who weren't satisfied with Brawl or Wii U jumping into Ultimate right away, GARS 2019. And this is important because Brawl and Wii U were both seen as subpar games competitively. Much since the days of Melee has changed over the years. While the 5 gods of Melee were dominant years ago, the best player now is a Mexican player named MKLeo, who is widely considered to be the world's best player of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Huddleston 2021, among other great players like Tweak, Light, and Nairo. The scene is also more supported by the publisher Nintendo. Nintendo has been known for being indifferent at best to the Super Smash Bros. Tournament scene, Wild 2021, and has also shut down major tournaments with cease and desist orders, as it did to the Big House Online in November 2020, Wild 2021. And this meant basically that Nintendo and the competitive fighting scene for Smash had a very, very rocky relationship. However, things might have changed last year. Nintendo has announced a new partnership that will see the debut of the first officially licensed Smash Tournament series, Wild 2021, and a lot of people are hopeful that this means that Nintendo will start to support the scene more. Let me now go to my conclusion. I've now completed my coverage of Smash's beginnings, the beginnings of its competitive scene, and the current news on the competitive scene. The first Smash game, like I mentioned before, Smash 64, became a huge hit due to its use of popular Nintendo characters, and it sparked a huge series that would also spawn a competitive scene. The competitive scene would begin with the second game, Melee, and would have eras where different players dominated. The current competitive scene features Smash Ultimate prominently, and a lot of new changes such as Nintendo supporting the game more and who is on top, basically, have occurred as well. The competitive scene from Smash's Smash It will likely continue to grow and thrive from here on out. Thank you for listening to my presentation. And here are my references.